Welcome to a special Filthy Casual watch party, MLB Playoffs edition. I'm Dr. Evil Genius here on the Talking Shit podcast. Yesterday, on September 8th, the New York Mets were the only team facing elimination that were able to force a decisive Game 3. All of the other teams facing elimination yesterday were eliminated, but not the New York Mets. The New York Mets find themselves in a position here in Game 3, in a position for a winner advances scenario if they are able to play to their capacity. Chris Bassitt gets the start tonight. And first pitch is going to be coming up. Joe Musgrove, I believe, will be pitching for the San Diego Padres. And so here it is. One of these two teams will be facing the Los Angeles Dodgers in the National League Division Series. I believe that starts on Tuesday. The other team will be answering some very difficult questions in front of their lockers for the last time this season. I'm sure for some people this is very exciting. For other people, this is very nerve-wracking. And I definitely am in the nerve-wracked side of things.
Welcomed by 42,000, Jurickson Profar would lead things off with the San Diego Padres. And of course, the number 2 hitter is Juan Soto.
All right. Obviously, home team takes the field first. First pitch was supposed to be 7:07, but instead we have Buster Olney standing on the field talking to Juan Soto. So something has delayed the game.
You don't get the impression there's a lot of nerves there. He, of course, was the postseason hero, one of them, along with Max Scherzer for that 2019 Washington Nationals World Series winning team. Profar, Soto, Machado at the top, Josh Bell, Jake Cronenworth looking to get started 0 for 8 with 4 strikeouts. Will Myers is in the lineup tonight. Hassan Kim, the shortstop Trent Grisham, has taken out the 2 Cy Young winners, Scherzer and deGrom, who look to hit a 3rd homer in 3 nights. Nola is the catcher.
All right. The New York Mets defense has taken the field. Chris Bassitt is throwing his warm-up pitches to begin the game. So here we go. We put the score up. Top of the first inning coming up.
Right across the board, about average in terms of strikeout rate and walk rate. Relies on his 2-seam fastball. His ground ball rate is at a career high this year. And a big, beautiful looping curveball that he's really going to need tonight. He'll throw a lot of arms and legs at you, and you can tell us his last start was not great against the Atlanta Braves. By the same token, neither was Scherzer's or deGrom's, and Jacobs needs to bounce back. What does Bassitt have to do to calm everything and forget that, rinse that? It sounds like a cliche, but really, first blood is so important in these big games. First strike, first out, have a goose egg the first inning, and whoever can score first. It's a big deal when you have a make-or-break type of game. In this postseason, teams that score first are 5 and 3. Jurickson Profar has 3 hits in this series, and the first pitch.
First pitch is off the plate for Bassitt. And Profar lashes one right at Marte. Wow, right at Marte. It looks like San Diego's got a little bit of that bad luck because he crushed that ball right into Marte's glove. Juan Soto in the 2 spot. Bassitt gets a first pitch strike, 94-mile-an-hour 2-seam fastball, and a very dangerous place to locate a pitch. So to start this game, Bassitt looks like he's not very sharp. Wow, another. He threw a cutter this time. Same velocity in the middle of the plate, just above knee high to a left-handed power bat. Don't really love the placement. I love the pitches that are being called. I don't like the execution of the pitches right now. Another thing that I've noticed is that San Diego again tonight, stepping out of the batter's box, almost religiously. Yeah, they're trying to interrupt the timing of the starting pitcher. So, yeah, it looks like a lot of these hitters for San Diego, they are going to employ these kind of tactics that are meant to distract Mike Bassitt to start this game. Now, they tried the same thing yesterday with Jacob deGrom. They did not really succeed in this tactic, but here they are trying it again here with Chris Bassitt, and he calls time yet again. This is something that major league hitters are not going to be able to do next year with the rule change. They're not going to be able to do these kinds of things next year. Wow, slow roller. And, whoa, Soto thinks he's safe. So it looks like we're going to get a review here. Yeah, he's out. He said no. Yep, he's out. He's out. All right, 2 outs, no one on. Soto definitely got jammed on that last pitch. So it looks like the fastballs that Bassitt is throwing right now, he's throwing them with a little English on them. Have yet to see a 4-seam fastball in the strike zone. 2 out, no one on for Manny Machado. Right-hander versus right-hander here. He jammed him. Escobar at third base, throws him out. And the top of the first inning is in the books with not too many pitches thrown. So, again, the law of averages states that the Padres are not going to be a vaunted offense because they haven't been for pretty much the entire season. Even when they got Josh Bell and Juan Soto, they still did not. They really did not tear the cover off the ball. Their team slugging percentage did get better, but not by much. So, for all we know, that that explosion for 7 runs off of Max Scherzer was going to be the anomaly and not the rule. So, that's pretty interesting. They went down pretty meekly.
This What Really Happened replay is brought to you by Progressive. One thing no one would challenge, protecting your home and auto with Progressive. Sorry,
New York Mets come to the plate against Joe Musgrove in the bottom of the first inning. We'll see if this moment is too big for Musgrove or if he's born for it. I will tell you right now what I'm seeing from Bassitt. He doesn't really seem to be settled in. But if he's off kilter, him being off kilter also has his opposing hitters off balance as well. But right here in the bottom of the first inning, we're about to see, just how relaxed the New York Mets hitters are today. In a do-or-die game yesterday, they were very, very patient. They looked like the team that was building the 10.5 game lead offensively yesterday. Even the innings where they didn't score, they did a really, really good job of putting pressure on the opposing pitcher, making him throw a crap ton of pitches. So Brandon Nimmo steps to the plate.
Brandon Nimmo was a star last night. 3 hits, all of them right past Manny Machado.
And here we are, bottom of the first. Nimmo at the plate. And Musgrove has been a real steady presence in that pitching staff for San Diego. First pitch strike, right down the middle. Normally, Brandon Nimmo sets the table whether he gets on base to start the game or not by making the pitcher throw a lot of pitches. He's in an 0-2 hole after a pop flare foul in the crowd. So he's an 0-2 hole to start, but he gets into plate protection mode. Let's see what Brandon has here.
From Cheyenne, Wyoming, wanted to be a bull rider when he was young. This is baseball's version of a bull ride, an elimination game. Plenty of room between the right and left field.
Oh, bounced that pitch. They came very close to hitting Nimmo.
Infield is actually shaded towards right, expecting to want to pull on the ground.
I'm going to thank you guys for coming to spend this evening with the Talking Shit podcast. As previously stated, the New York Mets are the only team facing elimination yesterday, playing tonight. After all 3 teams faced with a 0-1 deficit, every single team lost their games last night, except for the New York Mets. Tampa Bay lost their game in 15 innings. Seattle Mariners they took a seesaw battle that they were getting fucking crushed in. And they brought it back. Philadelphia, just kind of slow and steady, got rid of the St. Louis Cardinals. But the New York Mets did not fold. No co-host per usual. Imagine my shock. I mean, Captain Paul knows that that he's wanted here. He's wanted here. He may or may not make it to tonight's stream. Not sure. So but yeah. Nimmo bloops one. And wow, Kim with the over-the-shoulder catch. But Nimmo did his job. He was in an 0-2 hole after 2 pitches. He extended that bat so that Marte and Lindor can see as much as what Musgrove has. He made him throw 7 pitches in that at bat. Nemo did his job. So, Ha-Sung Kim, very nice defensive play. How am I doing? How you doing? You are the resident sausage of the Talking Shit podcast. How are you doing? Low. Should have been called a strike. Called the ball. 1-0 to Marte. I've had better days, man. I've had better days. But, looking for some exciting, baseball to kind of take my mind off of the other stuff that, was on the brain.
Lindor did not get a hit Friday, 0 for 3, but he had 2 of them yesterday, including his home run. Came off Blake Snell.
6-3 ground out Marte on the second pitch. Would have liked to see a longer AB from Marte, but Marte is a little bit more of a free swinger. So Lindor comes up, 2 out, nobody on. Musgrove is away. Ball 1. Lindor's got feast or famine. He batting .353 career against Musgrove. He struck out 8 times against them. That's weird. Yeah, I definitely feel you. I feel you, Jimmy. Inside, ball 3. Every 3-ball count, the Mets are trolling the San Diego Padres hitters, and it is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah. Oh, okay. He dented the outside corner. That was a perfect pitch. It's one of the things I think a lot of pitchers are starting to understand. You can't groove one down the middle on 3-0 because some guys are going to be swinging 3-0. And Lindor got underneath it, and that will end the bottom of the first inning. So, both teams go down in order. I think Musgrove had to throw 7, 9, 14 pitches. So not quite where the New York Mets need to be as far as putting pressure on Joe Musgrove. But they have 8 more frames to make their mark. Right now, Bassitt, again, he's a little off kilter, but it doesn't really look like the San Diego hitters are in a great groove right now to start the game. So we shall see. Anybody have any predictions for this game? Any hopes or predictions for this game? The comment section is right there for you.
long time, so long that back when Buck Showalter was with the Yankees the last year of Bob Melvin's career, he was a backup pitcher on the team. And the connections in the series, Buck Showalter, Manny Machado with Baltimore, of course, manager Bob Melvin, Chris Bassitt, Canna starting Marte, all with Bob Melvin described Bassitt as perhaps his best friend in the major leagues. Now, Bassitt pitches against him, of course. Soto and Scherzer, the Nationals in the World Series in 19. Melvin and Canna each went to Cal.
First pitch strike for Bassitt. We'll start this game to start this inning against Josh Bell. A 1-1 count now.
More of an old school field pitcher. He knows what his numbers are as far as analytics go, vertical and horizontal movement. And his field
I'm looking to retweet my podcast tweet, and Twitter's not showing me the tweet yet.
Neither Bell nor Soto, after the trades, lit up the offensive categories. They both have swung a lot better towards the second half of the season. And Bell had that big
Bell took that inside fastball, running in on him. 1-2. And he sneaks it right past the diving Alonso for the first base runner of the game. Bell with a single to right.
Bassitt shook off 5 times to get to this changeup. Josh Bell found the hole. See the grip? Tries to turn it over, kind of yanks it down and in. Josh Bell just drops the helmet on it. Finds the hole. No chance for Alonso. That brings up the second baseman, Jake Cronenberg.
If I can find.
Bassitt is not going to strike a ton of guys out, but he gets a lot of weak contact.
Find
Average exit velocity
so I can retweet this shit.
on pitches thrown by both of these guys. 90th percentile. They get a lot of ground ball, weak contact. And Cronenberg, there's one
Cronenworth.
second in a big body running down.
Wow. Alonso kind of
By Bell,
hesitated a little bit.
wisely held on to it and stepped on first. With a read, soft hit too on a curveball from Bassitt. Take me out.
Well, Bassitt is doing a good job inducing ground balls so far in this game.
Watch Bell here on the secondary. Watch where he starts. Then he gets to the throwing lane. Making sure that Alonso has nowhere to throw. San Diego 2.
So the Mets were unable to erase the lead runner. So runner in scoring position
Veteran Will Myers.
and 1 out. Cannot find.
The first one hits it hard.
And wow, Myers fails to advance the runner. Wow.
Almost got caught. No mix.
He hit that ball right in front of Josh Bell.
Because that first step was to his right with all intentions of going to second base and with all intentions to go to third. Instead,
Wow.
here's back to the bag. Smart
That is not a great job by Myers there.
There's a strike to first.
He's swinging very early on in the count, rolls it over.
Padres very aggressive first pitch swinging. 6 guys have come to the plate. 3 of them have swung at the first pitch. Padres came in with a plan this series to hunt fastballs. They've hit them well up to this point. Bassitt got them on the ground so far tonight.
That's a strike.
Does not offer and then puts back. That is a call, strike 1. Bassitt getting ahead. Really good break ball hitter. Struggled with Velo.
I think that Bassett's confidence will skyrocket if he's able to pin this runner here at second base.
The season 11 home runs, 59 runs out of it for KBO star. Shined defensively for San Diego.
Strike right down the middle. Josh Bell looking puffy at this point in his career. What are you trying to say? You're trying to say that he has a source for the cream in the clear? Is that what you're into? Ah, wow. The crowd is making it where Bassitt can't hear the pitch count. So he has to step off the rubber. Now the crowd goes into their "Let's Go Mets" chants while Bassitt is trying to hear the pitch count. I'm saying that Daniel Cormier is his dietitian. Oh, man. Did you see Daniel Cormier running out in that WWE event looking fat as fuck? Oh, my God. I didn't know they had a Carhartt Mets hat. That looks kind of cool. I wouldn't wear it, but that is a cool-ass hat. Off the plate to Kim. Away, 2-2. Myers really bailed out Bassitt by swinging on the first pitch like he did. Bassitt has a chance to get through 2 innings right here before he throws 20 pitches. Nope. 3-2 now. Man, it's a little disappointing. Bassitt had and this is a problem that Bassitt and many of the Mets top-of-the-line pitchers have had. Once they get ahead of the hitter, they start, picking around the edge, nitpicking. It's really crazy. Bassitt and Nito cannot get on the same page for whatever reason. Wow, Kim, the other way, foul. Kim was reaching over the plate. So if he's lunging over the plate, what do you think is the smart play? If you're a right-handed pitcher to a right-handed hitter who just lunged to hit a ball that was 4 inches off the plate, you gotta come inside. He's still shaking off Nito. This is not a good sign. He's gotta go up and in with this fastball. Nope, off the plate, and he walks him. He's throwing away. You gotta come up and in. He had a chance to get out of here with only 20 pitches on his ledger for the night. And the reason why it's so important to keep the pitch count down is because they burned the shit out of Edwin Diaz last night, inexplicably. I don't get it, y'all. Big curveball that drops below the zone. Bassitt is still shaking Nito off. And for all we know, Nito knows what we know. Off the plate again with the curveball. 2-0. And, I think that Nito probably called for the inside because on that to the last pitch to Ha-Seong Kim, he set up inside and then moved outside. So that tells me that Nito also wanted a fastball inside. There it goes. 2-0 fastball, inside corner, called a strike. He needed that too. Bassitt needed that. Bassitt fucking needed that. 2-1. Off the plate away with a slider. 3-1. To the guy that hit 2 home runs, one against Scherzer and one against deGrom. Oh my God. 3-1 to Grisham, who's batting 184 in the season. And he walks him. Now the bases are loaded.
I don't think he has intention of throwing straight. Got Nola on deck. Knows he's already locked in at the plate. Rather face Nola coming into his 20th pitch of this inning. Two down, bases loaded. Aaron Nola outstanding today for the Phillies in a win over the Cardinals, and now Austin.
Strike one.
Said he looks at strike one. He has 2 hits in this series, including a double against Scherzer in game 1.
Wow. He threw the sinker at Nola's back foot. Was way off the plate, and Nola swung anyway. That I don't get. Hey, we haven't seen you. We haven't seen you in a while. Wow. We're on that Call of Duty shit. It's good to see you, Ron. I haven't seen wow, I think this might be the first comment I've seen from you on the Talking Shit podcast, really. Wow, yeah, I remember Kutonic. I remember. Yeah, I wow. Interesting. Oh, wow. Defensive swing at a slider off the plate. He stays alive. He stays alive in the at-bat. That slider running away. And look at him reaching. Look at him reaching to stay alive. And that pitch was dead. Oh, my God. He barely touched that pitch. Holy and he threw that fastball down and in. When the slider goes away, middle down, off the plate, I'd love to see you come upstairs with the fastball and make Nola try to catch up to it. And he fouls off another one. And Nola stays alive in the at-bat, still 0-2.
I'm curious as to next year with the pitch clock. The pitchers would be allowed to sort of call your own pitches. You see Chris Bassitt a little bit frustrated trying to get to the pitch he wants to throw.
Wow.
Makes sense at a lot of levels.
Wow. And a base hit and yeah. We're on our way to being eliminated. This is the same kind of game that Bassitt pitched last weekend. This is the same kind of game.
On the 6th pitch of the at-bat, it's a base hit
And Lindor wasn't able to get there.
for the Padres. Trying to probably bounce that curveball, left it up enough that Nola could get enough of it to find the hole.
So, yeah.
Half of the lineup been
Yeah.
San Diego Padres. They made him throw 25 pitches already this inning, a total of 32 in the game, but just the production.
You know, the talking head here.
And now tonight, early on
is talking about how San Diego made him throw 26 pitches. No, he made himself throw 26 pitches. He Bassitt is fighting with his fucking catcher. Inside with the fastball off the plate. Bassitt could have been out of this inning. Bassitt could have been out of this inning. He could have been done. He could have been done. And I could just sense it. They need to get that bullpen going. Bassitt doesn't have it. Bassitt doesn't have it. I would get Peterson up in the bullpen right now. Popped up on the infield. And the fans are not happy with Chris Bassitt. Bassitt spent the entire top half. Bassitt spent the entire top half of the second inning shaking off everything that Nito called. Let Nito call the fucking game.
As electric vehicle driving becomes quieter, so do our tires. Electrified, hybrid tire.
I know I'm not the manager of the New York Mets, but right now, I got to get David Peterson up in the bullpen and bring him in the third inning. The best thing that Buck can do to make sure that Chris Bassitt can get a payday in the offseason is get him the fuck out of this game now. Get him out of there right now. And Bassitt might be able to get a couple of more $10 million a year contracts. But if he leaves him in this game, it's going to be ugly early. Bassitt is not even getting beat by hard luck shit. He's shaking his catcher off. This catcher has been behind every pitcher. Nito's been behind every batter behind the plate in every inning in this series. He knows what's going on. And you're shaking him off. And we get a appearance via telephone from Captain Paul.
What's going on, bud?
Everybody wants to know where you at.
Well, I decided to Uber there for a bit because, like, the supercharging was like fucking $30 or some shit. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not feeling so great, but money didn't feel better. So,
Well, you know the risks. But say hi to everybody in the Talking Shit podcast.
going on, boys?
So now the Mets are working out of a 2-0 hole, bottom of the second inning. Up Your Ram says, "Where you at, Cap?"
That again? Sorry, I just switched it over. What's that?
Up Your Ram comments, "Where you at, Cap?"
Well, we already kind of discussed that, but I'm currently driving. I'm actually driving back towards the Foxborough, but yeah, 'cause I'm not doing Boston. Fuck that. So, yeah, I'm driving back home. So, I just paid $100 on one ride. Can't complain.
Well, Captain Paul confirms that he makes money riding on stuff.
Now you're fixing
And
the riding
it-
on something, though.
And wow, Profar comes in. Alonso made a bid for an extra base hit. Just didn't hit it to the right spot.
What's the score?
2-0 San Diego. Bottom of the second inning. So Chris Bassitt spent the entire top of the second inning shaking off his catcher, who has played in every inning behind the plate in this game. But Bassitt thinks that he knows what to throw better, so he starts walking the fucking world and then gives up a 2-run single.
Yeah.
But he spent the entire top half of the second inning shaking off the catcher as if he knows better. Yeah.
That's got to be infuriating for the catcher.
It's infuriating for the Mets fans.
Who's currently pitching for the Padres?
Joe Musgrove.
Yeah.
So it's not looking good for the home team, literally. So, this is where we're at with it, Cap. Already in a 2-0 hole. Oh, McNeil! Oh, that was bad luck for McNeil. The ball bounced. It looks like it was about to go foul. It hits the bag, pops up into the air, right into the first baseman's mitt, and he gets thrown out. 3-1, ground out. Oh my God!
A lot of fucking cornucopia bullshit, huh?
A little bit of bad luck. A little bit. But
What was it?
say that one more time, Cap.
What inning is it?
It's the bottom of the second.
Bottom of the second. I mean,
2 outs, nobody on.
there we go. All right, who's coming to play?
We got Mark Hanna at the plate now. He took a ball low to start his at bat.
There we go.
It looks like we're getting the version of the Mets where when they give up a couple of runs, they try to, go 1, 2, 3 as quickly as possible.
Well, to be fair, remember, Toronto Blue Jays proved anything. A lead is never safe, regardless if you're 8-1, up 8-1.
And Canna rolls it over to short. And the inning comes to an end. 1, 2, 3 with minimal pitches looked at. They did not work the count. They did not see pitches. They rolled ground ball. Well, there was a blooper by Alonso in the gap. But they went down very, very quickly in the second inning. So we go to the top of the third. And it is still 2-0 Padres. I really do believe that Bassitt really needs to take a seat. Bassitt needs to get out of the game now.
Is his stuff good, or is he just being like, is his stuff good? And he's just
His release points are off. He's all out of sorts on the mound. He can't hear the pitch com. Every single time he can hear the pitch com, he's shaking the catcher off. He's fighting with Tomas Nido on every count. So he's not with it. And again, if Buck wants to make sure that he can get, a good amount of money in his next contract because he's a free agent after the season, he needs to get him out of the game now. Because if he lets Bassitt give up 7 runs here and the Mets get eliminated, Bassitt's market is going to dry up.
Yeah. Now, hypothetical, I don't know if they do this, would you ever turn to deGrom? I know he just pitched.
Hell no.
No?
No, hell no. He went pretty deep into the game yesterday through somewhere in the neighborhood of 90 pitches. They also burned Edwin Diaz. They brought him in the 7th inning. and burned his arm out. They pitched him 1 2/3 innings and burned his fucking arm out. So even if the Mets are able to make a game of this, because 2-0 with this version of the Mets offense, when they get to swinging at the first pitch and, grounding out to short, a bunch of times,
Right.
2-0 deficit feels more like a 9-0 deficit. A patient New York Mets lineup is a dangerous New York Mets lineup. When they are not patient, the innings go by very quickly without them scoring.
Well, they need to start taking some balls, strikes, and kind of working the picture, kind of get him.
That's what they did yesterday, and that's why they waxed that ass. Right? After Nimmo worked the count at the top of the first, everybody else is swinging at the first or the second pitch. So
Manager needs to go in there and tell the boys to calm down, take some pitches, make that pitcher work that arm, man.
It's a challenge.
Later in the game, it can open up.
He'll tip his cap to you, too. Make a good pitch.
well, with Joe Musgrove, big, strong guy in an elimination game, if the Mets are just going to go down in 5 pitches, he's going to throw a fucking complete game. And you're never going to get into that, you're not going to get into the meat of that San Diego bullpen. And it's unfortunate because the Mets wore out their bullpen last night. So the next thing you want to do is you want to take a shit ton you want to make the pitcher throw as many pitches as possible. Because if you can get into that Padres bullpen early, then you can basically send the motherfuckers home for the rest of the season. But no, they want to swing first and second pitch swinging, roll it over to the shortstop so that we can hurry up and lose this game as quickly as possible. That's what the fuck it looks like. When the Mets are patient, they're dangerous. When they're rushing, they it's like they're tucking their tail between their legs and about to take their bat and ball and glove and go home.
Why do you think they're rushing? You think the moment's too big?
It's hard to say that because they were in an elimination game yesterday. The New York Mets are the only team facing elimination yesterday that staved it off. All the other teams that were down 1-0, every single one of them lost, except for the Mets. So I can't say that the moment is too big, but they're playing like it here in Game 3.
Did they play in San Diego last night?
No. The higher seed gets all the home games in the series.
Oh, so it's all in New York.
Yeah. Big curveball by Bassitt, 2-2. And he had a chance to get out of the second inning with only 18 pitches thrown. He's at 42 now in the third.
Oh, Jesus.
He had a chance, man. He had a chance to just... And, of course, in the third inning, you want to be facing the bottom of the order. He's facing the top of the order instead.
Yeah.
Strike 3. Sit your ass down, Machado.
Oh, Machado's a punk. I don't like Machado.
Yeah, Machado hit a fucking blast in Game 1 off Scherzer. I mean, everybody hit a home run against Scherzer in Game 1. But
I think you could have went yard against Scherzer.
I think you might have gone yard against Scherzer.
Oh, forget your boy. I played some varsity baseball in high school. I was pretty nice. So.
Hey, man, Scherzer was an equal opportunity victim in Game 1. Do you think that you're going to be able to make it before the end of this game?
I'm gonna see if there's still surge pricing going around. If there is, I'm gonna use it because I just made $100 off that ride. I'm 30-40 minutes outside Boston. If I can get another ride, I left Boston because I don't like staying downtown Boston. If I can get another ride in Foxborough around for a bit, just kind of soap up some money. We'll see. I mean, I'm debating just going around.
Oh, he's on the warning track. Wow, Bell tried to shoot another one over the wall going to Oppo. Wow, that was fucking scary. And just like that, Bassitt was able to get through the inning without a shit ton of pitches thrown. And one of the things that I noticed here in the top of the third inning is that Bassitt stopped shaking off Nito. That inning went very quickly. Let Nito call the motherfucking game, and you'll get through this quickly.
Yeah.
So give some credit to Bassitt, but he's got to understand Nito has been behind the plate for every pitch thrown by the New York Mets in this series. He knows what's going on with these hitters. Let him call the fucking game.
Yeah.
And I think that we saw the difference here in the third inning as opposed to the second inning.
Probably a bit of ego, though, too, right?
Yeah.
Probably I got this, and then,
Yep.
It's good. He checked himself, all right.
Yeah, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm definitely with you with that, Cap. Make sure that you get home safely, get home quickly so you can pop up in this live stream in the later third of the game if possible.
All right, man. I'll see what I can do, brother. Enjoy the game, and maybe I'll see you in a bit.
All right, man.
Later.
All right, that was Captain Paul, one half of the Talking Shit podcast. He's sitting in a car instead of sitting here with us, but hopefully we can get him on later in the evening. Oh, wow. Buck Showalter just shut Buster Olney down. Like, I love that. I love that. Tell that dude to shut the fuck up.
Is Chris Bassitt dictating the tempo right now, or are the Padres hitters dictating the tempo? It's a little bit of both because he's trying to get the right pitches. He wants to throw the proper pitch that he wants to throw. And obviously,
Now, the difference between Bassitt, the difference between Bassitt and deGrom is that deGrom did not let all of the Padres hitters calling timeout. He did not allow that to rattle him, but Bassitt allowed it. Up and away to Vogelbach. You get a ball to start. And here, Vogelbach, again, not the greatest hitter. He's got some power. He doesn't strike out a lot, though. He does make contact, and he has a decent knowledge of the strike zone. If we're lucky here, we can get him to look at get Musgrove throwing some pitches.
this is his third consecutive postseason appearance. He played 5 playoff games with the Brewers, 20 and 21. Last time we saw him roll over several times. And as a result of that, the numbers.
Ronnie S. wants to know, will Buck Showalter be fired after this season? I'm going to say no. But I do believe that we have an issue with some of the decisions that he's making with the bullpen and with the lineup. When the Mets lost that 3-game series in Atlanta, he had Pete Alonso batting second. For what reason? Who the fuck knows? Wow, that was more bad luck hitting. Vogelbach with that was an exit velocity of 95.7 miles per hour. I thought it was definitely over 100. He lined it right at the first baseman. The Mets have hit the ball hard a little bit here in this game 3. They're going right at the fielders. So Myers does make the play, though. I do not think that Buck will be fired. This is only his first year in the Mets uniform. They did win 101 games, even though they should have won 108 games. They won 101 games. He was a calming presence when things were not doing very well. When things weren't going very well with the team. He normally says the right things at the right time to get the most out of the players. But I do believe that some of his decisions when he sets the lineup and when he uses the bullpen, some of that stuff is a little bit questionable. Escobar swinging at the first pitch again. So right now, with 2 outs in the third, Musgrove has only thrown 29 pitches. Yeah, I mean, when Vogelbach first came to the team, he was, hustling pretty hard. He was legging singles and the doubles. He was going first to third. He was doing all that stuff. And then once he went cold, that was it. Needle swinging at the first pitch, fouls it away. Musgrove is going to be averaging 10 pitches per inning at this point. And, the Mets are not applying the pressure. The Mets need to be applying pressure to force him to work the way they did Snell last night. They're not doing the same thing here. And it's nice that Bassitt was able to calm down in the third inning, but he's not really getting any breathers when the team is looking at a minimal amount of pitches before they go back to the dugout. Look at Nito just swung at a ball over his head for strike 3. Musgrove has pitched to 9 hitters. None of them reach base. I think Diaz is fried. I think they fried his arm last night. And with the offense performing because this is the offense that we're used to seeing the last 2 months, folks. This is the New York Mets offense the last 2 months. This is the New York Mets offense, folks. I mean, how many times have we seen where from game to game, they'll score 11 runs in a game. The next game, they're swinging at the first pitch. The game after that, because it won't be in a game after this if they continue on this road, then they try to force working the count, and then they're taking strike 3 down the middle. How many times have we seen that? We saw that in game 1 of this series. Now, do you have to give some credit to Joe Musgrove? Absolutely. You do have to give credit to Joe Musgrove because he is sharp and he is executing his pitches through 3 innings and 9 batters. Can you imagine if they let this guy throw a perfect game? But as I stated earlier, a 2-0 deficit early in the game feels like a 12-0 deficit. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? Bassitt back in the mound here for the top of the 4th. That's a little weird. Cronenworth showing bunt. Pulls it back and takes a strike. For all we know, he's trying. Oh, here we go with the timeouts. And you can tell that the Padres hitters don't need these timeouts. They've decided that this is what they're going to do to Bassitt. Every chance they get, they're going to call time, whether they need it or not. But at the same time, the Padres know they're not going to be able to do this next year. Next year, all of this, gamesmanship type stuff, all that stuff is over with.
Only one per at bat. Yeah, he's already done it twice this at bat. This is gamesmanship all the way. Trying to mess with Bassitt's sign. Cronin pulls that foul. Any responsibility of Chris Conroy, the home plate umpire, to say, no, get in here? Well, that's part of it. I mean, next year it obviously will be part of it even more. It'll be dictated by the rules. Represent when? Why wouldn't you? That's a good jersey right there. Tony Gwynn on a 1-2 in front of
Up and away, Bassitt is just not sharp. He is not sharp. He got bailed out by the San Diego hitters in the last inning where they were swinging pretty early in the count to help him keep his pitch count down to a reasonable level. And now he's starting to pick around the edges and miss. So he was, I believe, he was 1-2, and now he's 3-2. And this has been a problem with Bassitt. I think that Bassitt is so intelligent as a pitcher that he starts to outthink himself. And I think that he is better when he's in a groove. We saw that a little bit with deGrom, where he started to get inside his own head. But then when he bared down, strike 3 at the knees. You'll take a timeout on the bench, Cronenworth. You can take all the time you need sitting on the bench. Now, I don't love the placement. Bassitt is down in the strike zone, but he's in the middle of the strike zone, the left-handed batters. And as we know, left-handed batters, they love that ball down and in. Nemo's going to get there. He's right. Nemo is so reliable in center field. You can just see the trajectory of the baseball and the path that he takes to the baseball. You have no doubt that Nemo's going to get there. If Nemo can't get there, the ball's over the wall. And I know that Nemo is not like the baseball writer's darling, but he really does need to get consideration for the Gold Glove in center field in the National League. He really does. Ronnie S. with a good question. Who do you predict wins the World Series? I've got the Los Angeles Dodgers. I got the Dodgers beating either the Astros or the Mariners. I think that the Mariners might be that dark horse coming out of the American League. I do not trust the New York Yankees offense. I don't think that the Cleveland Indians are I don't think that I just don't think that they have the experience. He said Nemo for MVP. I don't know about all that. But I will say that he is a very, very, very valuable. He's a very, very valuable. And like I said, Nemo is the offense tends to go where Brandon Nemo goes. When Brandon Nemo is working the count to start the game, when Brandon Nemo is working the count to start the game, the rest of the offense gets into a nice groove, and that's when you start forcing the pitcher to throw 20, 25. I've seen the Mets force the pitcher to throw 35 pitches in the first inning. Yeah, he's safe. So Kim gets the stolen base, runner in scoring position, and a 1-0 count. Yeah, the Mariners seem like one of those team of destiny types That would, I would say Nimmo made that a closer play than I thought it should have been. Ooh, that was close. Strike inside corner with the cutter. I like the cutter middle in. I don't want to see the two-seamer or the cutter down and in. So that was a good pitch from Bassitt there. Up the middle, base hit, and Kim is going to come around to score. Wow. And the Mets again give up an RBI to a shitty hitter, a 180 hitter, and he's blasting New York Mets pitching. I don't understand it. I don't understand. I could not tell y'all. I couldn't tell you how Grisham, who's hit nothing the entire year, has RBIs in all 3 games of the series. And he's got home runs off of DeGrom and Scherzer. So a 3-0 deficit feels like, 13-0 with the way that this offense has approached going at Joe Musgrove. Pop up for Nola, and Marte parks himself underneath it. That ends the top of the 4th inning. And the thing is, Bassitt made some comments about how difficult it is to play here in New York. And I think that the fans were looking for him. He's talking about how difficult it is, and it's a gauntlet every night because of the boos and the criticisms of playing in New York and all of that. He then takes the mound. And he's pitching to the tune of a 7.5 ERA to this point in the game. If the Mets wanted to give him $25 million next year, he wouldn't take it. Bassitt is going after this year. Bassitt does not want to be in the city of New York. Bassitt is not taking $25 million from the Mets or the Yankees. He does not want to be here. He needs a small market. He's not built for New York. And that's the long and the short of it. Very, very intelligent pitcher, but he needs a place where they're not going to do much winning and there isn't any accountability for poor performance. That's where he's going to thrive. He's going to thrive on a team who is symbolically out of the race by the end of June. Raptor Yappy, says, as a Padres fan, we need Juan Soto and Manny Machado to start locking in. Soto's keeping his bat level right now. The ball is not jumping off his bat and over the wall, but he's got a very good approach to the play. He did get locked up against Bassitt in the 1st inning. He did get locked up a little bit. Manny did have that fucking missile of a home run against Max Scherzer. Manny's defense in this series has been very good too. So I'm not so sure that I can agree with you on either of their performances. I know that you guys want him to be, especially, Soto is going to want $400 million in his next deal, minimum. So, the money that you gave Manny Machado, the money that you gave Fernando Tatis II, I get it. I get it. Off the plate to Nimmo. So Nimmo is ahead 2-0. Nah, talking about Manny at bat, his defense has been good. Just expected more from Manny's bat. I mean, he hit an atomic bomb against Scherzer. What more do you want? That's a strike. 2-1 to Nimmo. Really, what more? But let me roll it back a little bit. Manny hit a home run after the game was already won. So, and Nimmo off the foot of Musgrove. So that's a 1-4-3 ground out.
Hitters are going back into the dugout, not too happy right now. Not a pretty situation because Musgrove, when he's on, he's a number one anywhere. That's how good he can be. Packers know that.
But it's a combination of the Mets hitters and the Padres starting pitcher Joe Musgrove, because every single time he gets an out, his confidence rises. Now, I don't know if you guys notice, but the New York Mets hitters are not stepping out of the batter's box every 5 seconds to try to throw off Musgrove. They're approaching this series straight up, right? The Padres hitters are the one that want to step out of the batter's box after every pitch to try to disrupt, pitcher timing. That's a swing. That's a swing. That's a swing. Yeah, that's a swing. Marte's in an 0-2 hole. And we're going to be out of this fourth inning very quickly. We're going to be out of this. We're going to be at the top of the fifth very, very soon. That's what it's looking like. And rolled it over to Manny. 2 outs. Real fast. Mets are trying to get back to the dugout as quickly as possible.
So is the entire city of San Diego.
Musgrove only has 1 strikeout. He's got 1. He's retired the first 11 batters. Like this. Like this. It's like the Mets are just kind of like, you know what? We're done playing this year. We just want to get the fuck out of here. Wow, Lindor took a pitch off the plate. Good job. Beats the fuck out of me. I can't answer this question. Because when the Mets were patient, you saw what happened yesterday. You saw what happened yesterday. That's a strike. That's a strike. You saw what they did to Blake Snell. Maybe the Mets just want to make sure that, you guys can recover your bullpen for your next series against the Dodgers. They don't want you to waste too much energy. Because that's what it looks like. Wow, that was right in Lindor's kitchen. Like that is the perfect pitch for the left-handed swinging Lindor. And he just swung right underneath it. 2-2. He's not going to get a pitch that good. Right? And he basically just fouled ball 3 off his knee. And Lindor is hurt. Lindor is hurt. That ball went right off his kneecap. He swung at ball 3, folks. Right off his knee. That went right off the side of his knee. That is one of the worst places to take a foul ball. And that was ball 3, folks. So Lindor right now has a little bit of that adrenaline right now. But we're going to know if Lindor is able to stay in this game after this at bat, because he will be going back to the dugout after this at bat. Musgrove will retire his actually, this actually might work out well for Lindor, because if he makes an out, he's not going back to the dugout. So his knee is probably going to be able to stay loose and not swell up. Low. 3-2. Okay, so with Lindor making the third out of this inning, the hope is that he does not have enough time to sit down and have fluid collect in the knee, and he swung at ball 4. Musgrove is working on a perfect game against the New York Mets. So the question is, will they have to bring in Luis Guillorme to replace Lindor in the field? Will he stay in the game? But right now, we're on perfect game watch, folks. The Mets are going up and down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's Musgrove's second strikeout of the game. So 12 up. 12 Mets have come up to the plate. 12 Mets have gone back to the dugout. So I'm fully expecting that Lugo is going to come in to pitch the top of the 5th here. I don't think they're going to bring Bassitt out here for the top of the 5th. The way that Lindor really tried to stay in that at bat. McNeil, Nimmo, they never give up at bats. But everybody else is just like, yep, I'm just trying to get the fuck out of here. And again, I don't want to take too much away from Joe Musgrove. I mean, he's an all-star level pitcher. He's an all-star pitcher. So I don't want to take too much away from Joe Musgrove. But this is a very expensive lineup that the New York Mets have. A very expensive lineup. So Lindor is still in the field, like I thought that he might. But we're going to see if that knee starts to stiffen up on him. If we do get a ground ball, and we got David Peterson. Thank goodness. I expect Peterson to do okay here. Nice. Outside, high, 94 on the corner. I did not know Profar was a switch hitter. So I do like this move from Buck to get Bassitt out of the game. I think Bassitt just cost himself at least $5 million next year with this start. If the Mets do, get shut out, no hit, perfect game thrown on him, and they get eliminated, Bassitt just cost himself at least $5 million of his salary from any team he goes to. Bassitt would never sign with this team again. Bassitt does not want to be here. He's talking about how much he hates pitching in New York. On 2 nights, Profar gets one through. Profar has been solid. He's a tiny guy. He's been solid with the bat. He's been solid. And that's not even a strike. And he gets his bat through. That is a nice job. That is not a bad pitch from Peterson. That's not a bad pitch. But Profar just lined that shit 104 miles an hour. I mean, we've got a $300 million lineup, Mothman. Soto just laid a bunt down. Soto is trying to ice this game right now. It looks like Profar is having a little bit of a problem physically. You got Soto dropping down sacrifice bunts. That's a dude that wants to go to the next round. I don't know. It kind of looked like he said Ruffin Vogelbach, ain't it? Nope. Profar has been good, ended the regular season off well. He continues to deliver. Yes. And you got a guy batting 180 who's smashing New York Mets pitching like he was an all-star. And Manny hits one in the gap. And this game is pretty much over, folks. This game is over. Yeah, this game is over. Yep, 184. Let's burn it down. Anybody that gets that reference, you get a wrench. You get mod if you recognize that reference. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, folks. I don't know what to tell you. But we have officially entered garbage time for this game. But since this is the last New York Mets game of the season, I'm gonna be here the whole night, and I'm gonna ride with this team until the last out at the bottom of the ninth. And I just hope to God we don't get shut out. At this point, fuck it. We're not going to win. Please don't get shut out. Please don't get no hit. Please don't let Joe Musgrove get a fucking perfect game on you. He just jammed Bell. Bell is so fucking strong. Bell is a switch hitter too. Holy shit. They got some good switch hitters on the Padres. He's so strong, especially to the opposite field. He gets jammed, goes oppo. Wow. Yeah. And here's the thing, right? I'm not even mad at Peterson. He's not pitching badly. They're just hitting good pitches. I don't know if it's his delivery where they're seeing the path of the baseball. Oh, that was close. Peterson's got a great move to first base, and that was a close play there on that pickoff. And he fights it off. Escobar goes the long way to first. And the side is retired. And we are about halfway through. where the Mets look like they are going to be retired for the rest of the season. Let's see if the Mets can defy what appears to be their fate here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Yeah, I think they lost a lot of mojo, but again, you know, I should have known at the beginning of the season when the Mets had gotten hit like fucking 20 times in the first 23 games. Alonso got hit in the face twice. Lindor got hit in the face. Then when you throw up and into Arenado, oh my God, the Mets are such a dirty team. Our guys are actually getting hit in the fucking face. Your guy got dusted a little bit. Fucking clown of a manager that the fucking Cardinals have. I forgot what his fucking Carlos Marmol or whatever. What a fucking clown. You know, our guys are getting hit in the face. Your guy gets moved off the plate and you're whining and crying. But how many times have we had pitchers? How many times have we had our hitters, our everyday players, taken out of the lineup because somebody is hitting our guys with pitches? I mean, we've gotten so used to having our hitters hit by pitches that we just kind of, okay, another one. But then one breaks Marte's finger and it just disrupts the entire team's flow. Now, to be fair, the Mets offense was sucking before Marte went out with the broken finger. Marmol is a fucking clown. Marmol is a fucking clown.
MLB's RBI program designed to support organizations that provide baseball and softball playing opportunities for youth that underserved.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. Right? Alonso has only seen 2 pitches in this game. What is he doing? Swinging at the first pitch. This is Alonso's second at bat in the game. It is the 5th inning, folks. This is the 5th inning. This is only his second at bat, and he's swinging at the 3rd pitch that he's looking at today. That was the 3rd pitch. He's fouling it back. No perfect game. Thank you. We are not going to get no hit. Musgrove is not going to make history on us. Thank God. Opposite field single for this guy's taken 1 pitch. Alonso has swung at 3 of the 4 pitches that he's seen. Now, I'm glad you got a base hit. Great. But what the fuck, man? You're leading off the inning against a guy who's sailing through the game on you. But credit to Alonso, he kept his bat level. McNeil's swinging at the first pitch. I don't get it. This guy is sailing on you. They're all swinging at the first pitch. Why? You know, if they lost this game 5-4, nail biter at the end, I could take that. This is annoying. McNeil is check swinging on a pitch at the letters. Why are you swinging at that, McNeil? Why? Why are you doing that? And you can't even be mad at McNeil. He is the major league hitting champion. So you can't put this all on him. But god damn it, man. God damn it. 0-2 hole. 1-0, nobody out. Bottom of the fifth. He almost swung at that. Ball in the dirt, 1-2. I'm just glad that there's not going to be a no-hitter on us or a perfect game. I'm reaching here, folks. I'm reaching here. I still don't know who the Padres catcher is. Derpy, you could tell me who your fucking catcher is. And he strikes out. That is the first time in 60 at-bats that Jeff McNeil has struck out.
A little bit of a backup cutter right there, 91 miles an hour. Trying to go in, it just kind of...
Yeah, I think this moment might be a little big for McNeil. And the thing is I think that you get a more comfortable McNeil if the first 12 batters came to the plate and didn't get retired. He does not look comfortable. He did not look comfortable there. Yeah, I don't understand what you're saying, Derpy. I don't understand. Wow. Canna is swinging at pitches in the dirt. And that's not something he normally does. That's not Canna. Off balance, waving at pitches. That's not Mark Canna. That's not him. Oh, I'm surprised you started that nobody for the beginning of the game. No, Bassitt is our number 3 pitcher. Bassitt is our number 3 pitcher. Now I know what you're saying. No, Bassitt, but, Bassitt, came out the other night and said, I don't want to be here in New York anymore. That's what he said without saying it. Bassitt doesn't want to be here anymore. Yeah. And the thing is, you could tell because McNeil and Canna back-to-back at-bats looking just lost at the plate. Is this an extra base? Oh, he caught that! Oh, my God, what a catch! Trent Grisham! Oh, my God! That was a beautiful catch. Wow. And, credit to Canna. Credit to Canna. He gave that a ride to the opposite field. What a catch from Grisham. That is a nasty-ass catch. Wow. Padres are ready. I mean, y'all going to get destroyed by the Dodgers. I mean, let's be real. Y'all going to get destroyed. Y'all couldn't beat the motherfuckers in the regular season. Y'all going to get killed against the Dodgers. Vogelbach is swinging at balls in the dirt. And these are guys, Buck Showalter has put his contact hitters in the lineup. He's put his guys that know the strike zone, he put them in the lineup. And they're swinging at bad pitches. 0-2. Vogelbach. Now, this is one of this. I can't put that comment on the screen, Raptor. But the Dodgers are going to the Dodgers are going to do a lot of things against your will. We'll put it like that. Okay. I think that the Mets line haul, that is terrible. Nice job from Musgrove. And now you've got all the Padres players hopping up and down. They're so giddy and happy because they know they're going to the next round. They can already feel it. And the sad thing is the New York Mets, they also feel it too. Look, and Grisham is like, yeah, he could have just said 2. He said 2. Like, peace out, New York Mets, because we're getting you up out of here. That was a terrible at bat. Absolutely. That was. I mean, but you got 3 contact hitters that all look lost until credit to Canna. Canna gave that a ride to the opposite field. But he was late on that pitch. If he's on time, it's a 4-2 ball game if he's on time on that pitch. But again, he's not confident at the plate, and that's why you got an opposite field fly ball halfway up the wall, because Canna doesn't hit for power to the opposite field. He's a pull hitter. So if the ball is jumping off his bat to the opposite field, he's late. He's not comfortable. McNeil looked like, a little leaguer, then they're getting blown out 9-0 in the Little League World Series.
We seem like a good match, but in person, I'm just getting a lot of mixed signals.
It's the bobblehead, isn't it?
I love your smile, but I can't do this anymore. Are you at home or on? Oh, gosh.
This commercial is so stupid.
There's a better way to bring a game home. Visit MLB
That looked really stupid. Yeah, and the thing is, like I said, I knew that there was going to be a problem when Bassitt kept fighting Nito on the pitches that needed to be called. He's shaking him off. Let Nito call the game. And I've already said it 3 times on this live stream. Nito has been behind the plate for every pitch thrown by a New York Met pitcher in this series. He knows what's going on. Wow, he crushed that. And Marte gets it in the gap. Wow. That was crazy. That was crazy.
A lot of good swing for the Padres once again tonight. This year, Drew Smith, career highest strikeouts, innings, and games. Came off the IL recently, then he's allowed just 1 run. First pitch swinging has been something the Padres have done. Us on camera.
Yeah. But I think this is that's Bush League shit. I don't like. I know that you want to get to the next round. You're going to do anything possible. The San Diego Padres, they didn't cheat. Okay, so I want to but that's Bush League stuff. That was Bush League stuff. But as Bassitt has already admitted to, these moments are too big for him. These moments are just too big for Chris Bassitt. And that's why he wants to get out of New York. Wow. Nice work, Drew Smith. Nice work on Ha-Seong Kim. Very nice. Very nice work. And he just kept working him away, and then got him up out of there. The Mets bullpen has been pretty good. Peterson did give up that run in the top of the 5th inning, but I didn't think that he pitched badly. I think it was just good hitting. This motherfucker, Trent Grisham, is batting .400 with 2 home runs when this motherfucker didn't do a motherfucking thing the entire regular season. I don't know, man. I don't know. Trent Grisham, 5th straight postseason game with an RBI. Longest streak in Padres. Tony Gwynn played for this team, and he hit him. No, did he hit him? No, he didn't hit him, but he almost hit him in the foot with that spiked breaking ball. Trent Grisham, bat 184.
Obviously, if they put the postseason numbers up there, very different story. Kim Grisham, outstanding for San Diego in this series.
I don't know, man. Wow, Drew Smith just blew a high fastball by him. But again, he's a left-handed hitter. You should be going up and away. And that's what Drew Smith just did, just fire on fire. And he went upstairs again, but he took it.
Looks like they've been looking for fastballs. As Eduardo pointed out as well, a lot of first pitch swings too, with great success.
But, you know, you guys have played like a team. And he hit him in the back. Come on, Smith. Come on, Smith. Come on.
Second time in this 3-game series that has been hit. First time was on the cover. This time on a fastball.
He tried to come inside.
2-2 count. He looked straight into that dugout as well.
Yeah, I don't know. If I'm any player in Major League Baseball, I'm not going to get mad about getting hit by a pitch by a New York Mets pitcher, knowing that the team that just hit you just broke a Major League record for most times being hit. Like, we understand getting hit sucks more than anybody. Look at Manny Machado all chilled out. He's getting ready to face the Dodgers on Tuesday. He's got no cares in the world. That was not a strike. That was not a strike.
I will say, though, they did the Padres a favor because now you roll over the lineup. Nola, the 9-hole hitter. Even if it makes it out, you get Profar to start the next inning. Exactly what Bob Melvin would want as manager.
Lashed, base hit. Wow. The Mets just giving it up to the bottom of the order. That's crazy.
Curveball from Bassitt. With 2 strikes, that's what he got to hit 0-2. And now a slider up again. Both pitches up in the zone.
Yep. And the thing is, like, I'm not a shit-talking Met fan. You know what I mean? Like, this is the Talking Shit podcast. Make no doubt about it. But the type of sports fan that I'm at, I'm more concerned with my team's performance than trying to get under the skin of the fans of other teams. So I'm not going to be, talking shit to you. If your team is winning, you fair play. That's a strike. That's a strike. Yep. 2-2 count. Could have got out of the inning, and here we are, getting real close. Getting real close to having the Padres hitters tonight. 3 walks, 3 for 5, 3 RBIs. Crazy. Anybody notice that the Padres hitters are not stepping out anymore? Anybody notice that?
San Diego Padres. Profar on the ground. McNeil will now charge.
McNeil to Alonso, and they get out of the inning unscored apart. we got the bottom of our lineup coming up here.
As electric vehicle performance becomes
So-
more powerful, so do our tires.
8, 9, and 1 coming up. Our number 9 hitter has been an instant out for most of the season.
You're a baseball fan here, even up here. Only two-level pitchers
Now, I do think that the Mets have a chance here to turn the tide of this game.
in the playoffs. High-speed data from 250 estimation on us. Stay in the game this postseason. Free Wi-Fi all play long and high-speed data around the world.
You know, if they're able to work the count and maybe get on via a walk,
Coverage beyond expected. Hello, friends. It's me, Pete Davidson. Here to tell you about the most.
if they can get a couple of runners on here for the top of the inning, I think that the hitters can relax a little bit. Maybe. But if the 8-9 go down and then Nimmo comes up with the bases empty and 2 outs, I think that's going to completely deflate the team. I mean, they're already deflated, but I'm talking about complete deflation. I'm going to start with my my shameless plugs. We do the MMA, the Filthy Casual MMA watch party. We do that pretty much every weekend. So if you guys are into UFC MMA the way that we are, for some reason Mrs. Evil has not joined us for the stream. I'm not sure. She might be doing schoolwork, I think. But if you guys are interested in mixed martial arts, we do the 50 Casual MMA watch party here almost every UFC event. You can follow us on social media at TALKIN_SH_T. Make sure you drop a like and all that good shit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We've got a lot of content, a lot of videos coming your way. So yeah, if you like, the back and forth, if you like the back and forth here, then definitely stick around, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button for the notification bell for all notifications so that when we go live, you guys will get the notifications. Yeah, it's 59 pitches through 5 innings. That's funny. Yeah. So,
Would you assume this has something to do with some of the numbers that you've been citing? Speed right up. What is this all about? You see a manager go out like that at the start of an inning, and the umpires get together and talk about it. Generally, you want to check the pitcher for something. That's what I'm assuming now.
I guess Buck Showalter's going with the gamesmanship. Buck, your hitters refuse to take pitches off the plate. That is not Joe Musgrove's fault.
Spin rates being way up.
Wow, they got 6 umpires on the field. God damn. They ain't still missing ball strike calls.
Bring Melvin out. They're checking the glove. Of Musgrove. They're looking at that hat.
Yeah, I don't. This is not the kind of gamesmanship that I want to see from the New York Mets coaching staff. The gamesmanship should have been, well, if the San Diego Padres hitters are going to step out every 3 seconds, then you step out every 3 seconds.
Checking his ears.
Dude, he's not cheating. This is stupid. Hey, Buck, it is not Joe Musgrove's fault that your hitters aren't hitting. Joe Musgrove is not cheating. Your team is just not hitting the way that they have not been hitting the whole last 2 months. This is not on Joe Musgrove. Miss me with this. Check him for these substances. I don't want to hear that. He's thrown 59 pitches in 5 innings. That's your fault. Welcome, Mrs. Evil.
Hi, guys. So
How much homework did you get done?
None.
Ouch.
That's why I made coffee so that I can do some work once this is done. I was doing podcast related work.
Oh, yeah. She's managing. Yeah. Yappy, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. She's been helping to manage the Talking Shit podcast venture.
Yes.
My other lady, who's in the other room, she's been doing a lot of the editing. She makes the thumbnails. So if you guys like some of the art on the thumbnails or the quality of the editing, that's Gina. You know, Gina's doing the goddamn thing, right?
Yep. Trying to improve my
That was a strike that they called the ball.
my project management to help her.
Wow, Musco's got a 0.33 ERA in his last 5 starts. That's crazy.
So that we could have good things. It's all a learning process.
And Escobar is swinging at a pitch that almost hit him in the foot. But that's got to be Joe Musgrove's fault, right? It's got to be that Joe Musgrove must be cheating because you guys are swinging at pitches in another county. That breaking ball landed on Staten Island, and you're swinging at it. But is Joe Musgrove? He must have some foreign substance on his fingers. Why we can't hit? Now. Yep. I think that the fans have had it. The fans have had it. The fans are getting to be really pissed with this team.
What were they checking for there?
They're checking for illegal substances on his fingers because they think that it's impossible for him to make them look the way they've been looking against every pitcher in the last 2 months. What? You think this guy just decided to cheat?
Yes.
Fucking stupid.
It's also the reason why they lost in game 1 because of this guy who wasn't even on the mound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dude, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. It must have been Joe Musgrove, the reason why they got swept in Atlanta.
He does have shiny ass ears though.
Yeah, he's glazed.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, when they got swept by the Cubs at home, it must have been Joe Musgrove's. It must have been his fault.
Yes, with his shiny ears. You know what it is? They're distracted from the shine off of his ears. And that's
There's a glare?
There's a glare.
There's a glare.
Coming off of his ears, and that's why they're fucking up. Yep, I'm convinced. I also can't not see it. Now that I've said it.
They checked his glove. They checked underneath his belt. They checked his hat. They checked his ears. How about you check the Mets bats for holes in them? I'm surprised Nito didn't swing at that. 47 strikes, 20 balls. This dude has been sharp. He's been sharp.
They are, right?
And go back to the dugout, Nito.
Damn ears. These fucking ears.
Yeah, I think this is the end of the game right there. Nimmo's about to come up with 2 outs and nobody on. Nimmo's going to get one more at bat after this because Alonso did get a base hit. So Nimmo's going to get one more at bat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Musgrove ain't happy. He's like, yep. Nimmo takes a pitch.
What we saw is that man, Joe Musgrove, show up tonight ready to play, ready to pitch. He's been short from
Yeah, that's disgraceful. You're about to get eliminated. your hitters have no clue what to do at the dish. That's a home run. That's a home run. Oh no! Oh wow! Wow! I thought that was out of here.
I think that
I thought that was a laser
too.
beam. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely cheating, right?
He controlled the wind.
Wow. I mean, disgraceful. That ball was crushed by Nimmo. I thought that was going to be one of those laser beams that just sneaks over the wall into the that little short porch area. But it died. It died on the warning track. Well, the Mets players, they deserve to be booed. You come out here and you lay a fucking egg. You came out here and you laid an egg. This commercial is so fucking stupid. Oh, I have time to grab a bit of water.
Yes. Got a collection of things here too. Iced tea from, I think, yesterday.
I just came home and sat right down.
I already started eating the cookies that I purchased for you.
Yep, I appreciate it. Yeah,
I mean, imagine
I'd be pissed off too. I'm whooping your ass, and the only thing you can say is, you're cheating.
But not just that. You're in the middle of a really, really important game, and some dude, you have to stand there while some dude comes up to you and starts touching your ears. It's fucking weird. For a dumbass reason, I'd be really pissed. And then he can't, like, fight it or say anything. He just has to stand there as his ears get caressed.
I just think that it's like sore loser stuff.
Very much, yes.
Yeah, the Padres think that the Mets are booing them. No, they're booing the Mets. They're not booing San Diego. They're booing. Hey, but if it motivates you and you score 8 runs in this inning, then I guess it works, right? Nice big ass curveball inside corner from Lugo. That was a nice pitch. But you know, this is the playoffs, so anything can happen. But another curveball. He went low and inside, and then went to the other side of the plate with the curveball. Lugo really, really has improved so much from April, May. He was so bad, and since then he's been so good. He's still throwing that curveball.
Sign the cheater. His glistening red ears.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Now, of note, Lindor is still out there on the field, and it does not look like his knee locked up. Can you stop throwing him curveballs, Lugo? We get it. Your curveball is nice. Throw a fastball up and away, please. Like, you're begging for him to deposit one. Stop. He throws another fucking curveball. Oh my God. And he throws another fucking curveball.
Picture, he says, I got it. Dave does not. Oh, and hit Lugo pretty hard off the bat of Juan Soto. Give Soto a hit.
I don't understand this.
The shoe, the way it sounded, all the way up there. Take a look. Big save, but not a beauty.
Yep, because that was going to work.
I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed, man.
The trainer put a lot to check on Lugo.
Yes, he did.
Checking of the picture, you've never had that. Imagine that's either the worst feeling you could ever have or the best. When you know there's nothing going on, these guys are all going to come on out and look around. And I'm innocent. Yeah, that's a great point. Or I mean, sort of, hey, my stuff's so good tonight, they don't, they're going to check me. They have an ego builder, really.
Lugo just took that grounder off his foot. You said Musty Grove cheating his ass off. Just look at the numbers. Yeah, I mean, the dude has been dominant. And it's not like the Mets are like this vaunted offense that has been crushing everybody, and then they run into him and they can't hit. No, they've been doing this for 2 months straight.
That's what I'm saying. It was his ears that made them lose, by 7. Was it by 7? Game 1?
That was it was 7-1.
It was 7-1. Well, I just remember the number 7. Still, it was a fucking ears.
Nah, in his last 5 starts, he has a 0.33 ERA. Musgrove has been knocking down hitters, knocking down lineups. Like, David Banner is jumping in on it. Good to see you again, Dave. That's a strike.
First time that Seth Lugo has appeared in 3 straight days.
He came in the close yesterday. He had already warmed up, fully warmed up in the 5th inning. Well, before coming in again in the 9th.
I didn't really think about that, why he kept throwing all curveballs. I think that he did pitch in last night's game, so he might be trying to get them a little bit off kill. Yeah, I don't think that anybody thinks that the Padres have any chance against the Dodgers. And this is also my pick for the World Series. This is my pick. And remember, folks, the Mets are not even supposed to be playing in this series. That's a fair ball down the line. Wow. Second and third, nobody out. Maybe they should come out and check Manny Machado's ears, too.
Mm.
I forgot that Soto was on base. Wow, that was not even – that was a lucky shot there. He was basically jammed. He was jammed and just barely got that. And this is the thing, man. If you go on New York Mets Twitter, they're like, stop complaining. Stop complaining. You're not a real fan. But it's like we've been watching this team consistently. Like we know the trends. The whole second half of the season, have I not been sitting behind first base?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I spent thousands of dollars on season tickets. I sit there behind Alonso standing there at first base. I sit in the seats that's pretty much right behind first base. And I've been sitting there the whole second half of the season. And I've watched this shit. And you mean to tell me that when I'm upset because they don't want to work the count,
Means you're not a fan?
that means I'm not a fan. Like, I notice that we're a top-heavy, weak at the back of the lineup. It's annoying.
So
You're going to tell me I'm not a fan.
So we just collected all of these bobbleheads for nothing. Baby Yoda's wearing hats for nothing.
Wow. Bell just fouled that off his foot. That sucks. He's trying to make it like it don't hurt, but you can see it on his face. That should hurt. That foul ball off his foot. You're going to tell me I'm not a good Mets fan because I am recognizing what I see on the field. You got to believe. You got to give me something to believe in. Lugo with a strikeout. He needed that. A single here to the outfield, and this game really is over. You know, the Mets did score 5 late in yesterday's game. I think it was the 7th.
I think they're really going to do that now.
Hey, stranger things have happened. We had a team. Seattle was down 8-1 and came back and won 10-9 yesterday to eliminate. Who did they eliminate?
I know stranger things could happen, but are we confident
That's a strike.
that this team is going to do that strange thing?
It don't look like it. But hey, you
It
know,
would be wonderful if they did.
that was supposed to be a strike. Called the ball.
Confidence is like there.
Wow, nice curveball to Cronenworth. 1-1.
Excuse me.
Lugo needs another strikeout here. He can pitch to contact if he is able to get the strikeout here. Strike 2, up and in. Oh, yeah, you already know. You know. And NJ Tank, you know him on Twitter? NJ Tank, yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a problem. Strike 3, inside corner, Lugo. 97 in on the hands. Wow, Showalter's gonna. No, they're gonna talk defense. No, he's taking him out. Wow, 2 Ks. 2 Ks, 2 Ks, and you're going to bring in Michael Gibbons? I don't know about the. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. There was a while there where Gibbons looks like he was just going to give it up. Moffat said, "Buck's smoking the pipe tonight." Oh man, yeah, lots of questionable decisions by Buck. Well, I think it's a lefty-righty matchup. I think that's why they're taking out Lugo. I don't know. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. But that was a gutsy 2 at-bats from Lugo. That was gutsy. He gives up that fucking CNI fucking bullshit to Soto off his foot. He gives up that bullshit down the line to Machado. It's not like he was getting smacked around. And then he comes back to strike out Bell and Cronenworth. Buck is going to have to realize something. You're not going to win games when your players are not on the level most teams have. For example, they have tons of chances to make attempts to sign Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman would never sign with the New York Mets. Kyle Schwarber is who you're thinking of. Freddie Freeman would never sign with the New York Mets. The Mets could have offered him $50 million a year, and he would not sign with the Mets. So I'm not going to blame. No, not with Freddie Freeman. Not with Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman thought that he was going to be a lifelong Atlanta Braves. He would never go to the Mets. He might sign with the Yankees. He'd sign with the Yankees. But Max cares about money more than anybody, which is why he is the president of the MLBPA. He gives a fuck about the money. Freeman would have taken less money from Atlanta. You heard the whole thing with he fired his agent because the Atlanta Braves came a little bit closer to the offer that the Dodgers made, but his agent didn't tell them. He would have taken a hometown discount. But Freddie Freeman would never sign with the New York Mets. Another guy that would never sign, Chipper Jones. Chipper Jones would never sign with the New York Mets. Nope. There are just some players. Just no. If you want to talk about the trade deadline, I'd have to agree with you. Darren Ruff was not the move to make, especially they traded 4 prospects for him. Wow, he went high with the fastball and blew Myers away with a 92-mile-an-hour heater. Now, the thing is, you can't really throw anything in the dirt because he's just coming into the game. I don't know where you go with this pitch. Oh, he went high again. He went high and inside, way off the plate, and he got Myers to swing through it. Marte, Lindor, and Alonso. How is it the 7th inning and these guys only have 2 at-bats? Like, holy crap. This offense is anemic.
As electric vehicle driving becomes quieter, more tires. Electrified,
I feel like that's the comment of the evening. We just need to star that one. Can we leave it at the top?
I mean, I don't know if it's going to star on YouTube, but but we start
here.
We start.
Let's see what it looks like. Favorite comment of the night. We suck.
Yeah. Again, it makes me not want to be a Mothman any longer. I want to be a dog man now. Oh my God.
It doesn't show anything.
Yeah, it doesn't show it on
I wish
YouTube.
it did.
We did add you as manager, right? So you should be
No, you never added me. Well,
you should be a moderator now. You should be.
I commented earlier,
Yeah.
but I didn't see. Hold on, let me just do a yo.
Nah, we got to get you a wrench.
I don't have a wrench.
All right, let me try to take care of that shit right now.
Thank you, Mothman. Yeah, and on our StreamYard, we started that comment, and I wish that by doing that in StreamYard that it would star it on YouTube for everyone to see, because that's definitely, in my opinion, the best comment of the evening. Or at least, since I sat here and started joined you guys for this torturous fun.
Torturous fun.
Fun. I actually don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I've had problems with this in the past.
You want to do a quick Google search?
I need to get into. Hold on. Oh, live control room. Here we go.
Oh, and you could pin message? Is that how we would do it?
Yeah, hold on a second. We should. Yep.
Bam.
Yeah, we're pinning Mothman's message here.
Let's see what happens now.
Because unfortunately, that this is you know. The thing is, and the thing
Yeah. Pin. Wow, we
is, so
suck.
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, again, you know, I want to be a positive fan. We really appreciate you. Cohen's wife. Actually, I do have a loose connection to Cohen myself. I can't say why. I can't say how. Andrew McCutcheon says Musgrove has red hot on his ears. Pitchers use it as a mechanism to stay locked in during games. It burns like crazy, and I don't know why some guys think it helps them, but it is no way is it sticky. So his ears are really red, and you can see that like he's kind of sweaty, but it's a cold night. Ice off the plate. Marte takes a pitch, puts pressure on the pitcher.
Wait,
So
they were saying it's something like icy hot on his ear?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was just trying to listen to what they were saying.
Red hot on his ear.
Okay. Yeah, with the commentators.
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to keep him like tingly, feeling warm. That's a strike. Wow. Musgrove got he got squeezed there. No, I think that it just it gets his nervous system going, jittery.
Or is it sort of the equivalent if we took
Or drank some whiskey on a cold night to make yourself feel warm?
No, I was going to say like the pre-workout where it makes your ears tingly.
Well, that's the beta-alanine, but he could have just did that. But I don't think...
Maybe he didn't want it to also make him feel jittery. I don't know.
Yeah, 2-1 to Marte. Marte's got to get on base here. Wow, 3-1. Well, we haven't heard the...
barely hear it, but I hear it now.
We haven't heard the saxophone since like the first
Probably
inning.
someone's sitting there like, just let me play it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Get to a 3-ball count. And wow, that was strike 3. That was strike 2. He swung. That was a good swing. 3-2 here. For those that may not know, we do these watch parties to cover MMA fights, MMA cards. That's the stuff she really wants to be here for.
Yeah.
So make sure that when you subscribe, for those that are here, if you are subscribed to Talking Shit Podcast, hit that notification bell for all notifications so that when we cover New York Rangers games, hey, we get on base. Check swing, Marte. I think he swung, though. He swung. The Mets got away with one.
They actually put up fights for next weekend.
Yeah.
So
the main event
yes
is a women's flyweight. Come on, Cub Swanson is on the. Brandon Royval is on that card. Okay.
Well, the last time we looked at it, we only saw the main event part.
Yeah, because they had to populate it. That's a really great fight. Askarov versus Brandon Royval.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Neil Magny and Daniel Rodriguez was canceled. I think D-Rod got hurt.
So next Saturday, October 15th, if anyone is into MMA or if you just want to hang out, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be here again doing a watch party. Also, if you follow us on all of the social thingies, if you go over to our banner on YouTube.
What is wrong with Lindor?
Are there. And I will post when we are live and give updates when you guys can join us. So follow all the socials.
Oh, my God. Mark, what is going on with Lindor? Suarez is in the San Diego bullpen. 1 on, nobody out. 0-2 to Lindor, who is he's out of sorts at the plate. Lindor just hit a double play ball. They did get the out at first on Lindor. Marte did not get doubled up. Thank God. Runner on second. What a play at first base. Wow. What a play at first base. That's Myers, right? Yeah, that's Myers at first base. That was nice. Steps on first. And Marte is already in. So a runner on second, 1 out. It's our first time with a runner as far as second base. That means that this is a Mets team that can't even get close to getting laid. Not in this game. That's a swing. Oh, they said Alonso didn't swing. I don't know about that. I don't know what's going on with that first base umpire. It's okay for me to wear a Mets shirt. It is not okay for the umps to be wearing Mets shirts.
He was just showing a little mercy.
A lot of mercy.
Or pity.
Pity's a lot like it, right?
Yeah.
Yo, there's got to be a penalty for that. Guys on the bench dropping balls on the field. There's got to be some sort of penalty for that.
Has it happened more than once already?
No, it should never happen. You're a major league player on the bench. His ears aren't as red as before. Have you noticed that?
It's probably wearing off a bit.
Yeah. All right. Good eye, Pete. 2-0. Hitters count. Now, I don't want to get too dramatic, but
Let's get dramatic.
if Pete deposits one and makes it 4-2, we've got a real ball game again. A single, 4-1, kind of gets the team feeling like they might be able to do something in this game. Might wake them up. Getting into that Padres bullpen might make the confidence go up. And he's lined it the other way right at Soto. Bad luck. 109 miles an hour off the bat right into Soto's glove. And, you know, as critical as I've been of the Mets offense, they've hit a lot of balls hard tonight. When they have hit the ball, they've hit the ball hard. And it's going right in the gloves. You know, Alonso is taking what is that? 0 for 3? But he's hit the ball hard.
That will be one of the storylines. The Mets going to lose this game in this series 0 for 9 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Those pitchers have been really good making sure they don't get that big hit. The ball up the bat of Alonso.
Got tired of it?
Mothman is like, fuck this.
We understand.
Because I understand that to some Mets fans, because I'm not delusional. I'm not a good fan. I'm not a real fan. But I'm the fan that if I'm live streaming this shit, I'm not turning this off early. I'm going to go all the way down to the final out, and I'm going to eat this pain.
I may not. Sorry, babe. You're going to take one for the team. Take one for all the teams. No. I'll stick around to the end.
Kind of makes you want to put a charge back on those tickets for next year.
Like, thanks, guys.
So yes, let us live through your pain. 0-2 to McNeil. He's been behind in the count all night.
He was standing pretty funny.
There are going to be a lot of changes. Bassitt will not be with this team next year. It's 50-50 on whether deGrom is going to be with this team next year. If the Mets go really hard for Aaron Judge, that might alienate Nimmo enough to sign early with a different team. Who else is? Ruff is not going to be on the team next year. Vogelback probably not going to be on the team next year. Who else? Taiwan Walker, iffy.
That's a lot of people they may potentially lose.
Some of these guys you might want to lose. And the Mets go down. The Mets go down in the 7th. The Mets are being one hit by Joe Musgrove. I mean, New York Rangers, regular season starts on Tuesday.
Something to look forward to.
Made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Yes. I think Musgrove comes out for the 8th. Yeah. I think Musgrove comes out for the 8th because I think that he has a chip on his shoulder now. I mean, people do not like to be called a cheater. People do not like it.
Jason thinks we helped out the Dodgers by burning through San Diego's pitchers.
I mean, Joe Musgrove might throw a complete game. You know, he might. Joe Musgrove might throw a complete game here. You know, like I don't know.
Well, I mean that's
we're
what happens when you play with his ears. Don't play with the man's ears.
Mr. Morelli, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. You know, but the thing is, I could feel it. I sat there at Citi Field, at field level, to watch them get swept by the Cubs. I watched them. I watched them. I watched them. I watched it. Javier C is happy with the results. Definitely hit the like button since you're enjoying the game so much. Hit the like button for us, please.
So I think towards the end of the last hockey season, was it towards the end or the second half of the hockey season? You did a watch party. Do you plan on doing it for
every game this season? Hell no, I got a lot of shit to do.
What's your plan this season? The occasional watch party, or
yeah, I mean, you know, big matchups. I mean, you guys let us know. You guys let us know if you guys want, you know, us to cover some Rangers games. You know what I mean? Thank you, Javier. I appreciate Xavier. Excuse me. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, Xavier, I got to ask you this question. Do you think that the Padres have a chance against the Dodgers? Because I think the other Padres fans in the stream, they think that the Dodgers are going to win that series. Alondra Figueroa also says, go Padres. I got to know, do you guys think that you guys have a chance against the Dodgers in the division series? Yeah, we've got a lot of spam coming in now. Yeah, Javier, Xavier's like, nah, no, not really, no. Blowing in. Xavier says a 10% chance. Alondra is like, maybe.
There.
Mothman said, hell no. I do want to thank you guys for coming through our stream and supporting our platform here at the Talking Shit Podcast. You Padres fans, you've earned the right to talk yo shit. So talk your shit in the comments. I mean, it's a watch party, you know? It's a watch party. They have every right to come through here and talk shit to us. Oh, absolutely. I think even this New York Mets team can beat the Dodgers. I probably would pick the Dodgers to win, but I'd probably pick the Dodgers in like 6 or 7 games. I think that the Padres go down in 5 games or less, to be honest with you. I don't think the Padres have anything for the Dodgers. Yeah, Givens is not sharp right now. But the thing is, the Mets will not beat the Dodgers because they're not going to play the Dodgers. So the Mets, as is currently constituted, have a 0% chance to beat the Dodgers. Grisham has not hit the whole season, but he comes in the Citi Field, and now he's an all-star, Hall of Fame level hitter. Grisham hasn't done a motherfucking thing the whole season. Now he's fucking Aaron Judge in a San Diego uniform. I don't get it. I don't get it. 2 on, nobody out, and Buck is coming out to get Givens. I don't even know why they brought him in there in the first place. I don't know why he's in the game to begin with, but whatever. Yep, he definitely did. They're bringing in Edwin Diaz again. They want him to tear the UCL in his elbow so he can't pitch next year. Now here we go with the fucking trumpets in a game that we're about to get eliminated in. This is an embarrassment. This is an embarrassment for our organization. They've got the San Diego Padres fans in the crowd cheering this on. This is anytime anybody says the Mets suck, look no further than this. Look no further than this fucking farce.
Still pinned.
You got Mr. Met out there. Us down 4-0, 2 on, nobody out in the 8th inning. A guy that we burned his arm out 2 innings yesterday for no reason. And you've got Mr. Met out there with a fucking trumpet. We're down 4-0 in the 8th, and we're about to get blown out. And you got Mr. Met out there with a fucking trumpet.
Nobody makes breakfast as good as Winnie's new home-style French toast sticks. Nobody. No. You don't. I should probably stop. Choose wisely. Choose Winnie's new home-style French toast sticks.
Now the trumpets blew and
Hold on, we're raging on Twitter. One moment.
oh, it's not those, but it was either remedy or taps relative to this game.
What's up with the dude dressed like a chicken?
That would indicate perhaps taps being blown. The punt put down Diaz. He lets it go. Escobar fields, and the runners go to second and third.
Fundamental baseball and San Diego Padres, same thing.
Fucking bullshit, man.
He gets it down once again. Sack bunt.
Only an idiot would put money on this game. Only an idiot.
Padres getting hot collectively as an offense and doing all the little things. Again, the Met field in. As close as a perfect game as the Padres can play so far as Diaz first.
That's fucking embarrassing.
Inside. First base is open. Soto on deck.
How the fuck do you win 101 games and you're still the same old Mets?
Edwin Diaz is wrapping up one of the great reliever seasons in the history of the game. Strikeout percentage.
How do you win 101 games and you still end up still being the same old Mets? How the fuck do you do that?
Against the 21 Ks.
He's got him exactly where he wants him with 2 strikes. This is where Diaz is special. 50% this year of the hitters. He struck out. That's exactly what he's looking for right now.
082, a 70% strikeout rate. 70%.
I'm embarrassed. Before I was just kind of sad. Now I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off now. I'm pissed off now.
That man third.
You got Mr. Met out there with a fucking trumpet down 4-0 in a fucking elimination game. Can you read the fucking field? Read the fucking field.
The run value on a singular pitch.
Now they're just standing in the press versus sitting and slouching like game 1.
His slider.
Making us look like fucking fools for supporting this team.
Hangs in there. The series has brought out the joy of the Padres. Manny Machado, and certainly Profar. Ferguson's goal, Buster, right? Is how great this environment is to be in the middle of it all.
I got to see what Mets Twitter is saying about that, because like that was something else. That was something else.
But he listed they hold Petco will be rocking for game 3.
There's some great fan bases that are going to get a chance now that this wild card series is over. Philadelphia, Seattle, and maybe you like San Diego. That's right.
Well, he check swing on a fastball down the middle.
With Diaz. And there are 2 down. Sometimes you're looking for the local and you get the express. At 100 miles an hour, plenty of plate. There's a great matchup. Edwin Diaz.
I'm looking.
Damn, Mossman went to game 1.
Oh,
Game
wow.
1 looked so sad.
And it's a fair ball, and that is the ball game.
And Juan Soto adds 2 more, and the Padres are up 6-0 with 2 outs in the 8th.
Good job. Very nice.
Juan Soto.
Very nice.
The light shine. I mean, it shows up right there, letting it get deep. They've taken Diaz deep before, and it was down the line in left field as well in DC when he was in that. This time as a Padre drives into, took that slider out of the glove.
Picked up 2 more RBIs. Soto is 3 for 9 against Diaz.
That's all she wrote.
Looks at 99 for the strike. Juan Soto hits in his last 2 plate appearances. A huge sign. Swinging the bat a little more aggressively for the Padres as it appears now almost inevitable they move on to the next round. Look out. Carl, I talked with Manny earlier today, and he said, well, you just seem so much more comfortable than you
Let me
did
see what
earlier.
let's see what Mets Twitter is actually saying. I didn't find it in my regular feed. Oh, Soto tried to steal. Yeah, he's out. Let's see. The Mets are embarrassing. The game is over. The Mets are cooked. This is from Atlanta Braves fans.
Do you know how many pitchers the Mets went through, babe?
To all, yeah, they went through a lot of pitchers tonight. I think they went through 5 pitchers tonight. To all the Mets fans watching an inferior team shut your team down in a winner-takes-all elimination game while a role player on the opposing team suddenly becomes dominant, I feel your pain. When do the Mets spring training start in 2023? Do I have something to look forward to? I just want to see what they have to say. Hey, the Mets played at Trumpet so Diaz can walk his ass back to the dugout in shame.
So after this, do you think they're going to be like, no more trumpets for you? Fuck that shit. Mr. Matt is going to protest.
New York Mets traded trumpets for trombones. Womp, womp, womp. Yep. You know we're going to get a lot of bullshit. Oh, you're going to be mad at this comment.
Oh, boy.
I don't know how the hell the Mets are losing to the UPS drivers softball team, but I love it.
See, I'm not the only one. Their uniform reminds me of UPS. That's what I was saying yesterday. Mets versus UPS. How is UPS winning?
First pitcher was 7 scoreless innings and 1 or no hits
Oh, Mothman. Mothman's hurting.
Yeah, I'm yeah. Oh, they brought out Suarez for the 8th. I just want to see if anybody is talking about that stupid ass trumpet.
Moving the angle first saw it, and it was blown away. Like, oh my gosh. Electricity in that arm, and there's another example of it, 100 miles an hour.
That was quick.
Kiss Hannah goodbye. You wonder why there's so many strikeouts today? You wonder why it's so hard to hit?
Yeah, it's a pretty awful color.
100 miles an hour with light.
Awful color combination.
This travels from
Just not attractive.
Mexico to Japan.
It's fucking UPS.
That has emerged. He shows you can throw it 101 miles an hour. Now Vogelback.
And while the man did have Tommy John surgery and did rehab in Puerto Rico. With a really
Still searching for a trumpet comment.
specialist down there.
Yeah, people are just making fun of them for playing the trumpets, but I'm looking for like the Mets fans,
Hmm.
Feeling sense.
but I'm not seeing anything. But I was pissed off.
I think because they're, just too upset to write anything right now.
42,000 on hand last night.
Or they're like Mothman and they just shut that shit off.
Yeah,
The elimination game here.
yeah,
Game 3, Padres for the Mets.
that's a strike.
Quarter and another at 100 miles an hour.
You guys are handling yourselves better than most. I'm sure around the planet, us Mets fans are cussing the Mets out, breaking TVs, and ready to destroy Mets merch.
Mm.
I am considering. I mean,
You considering burning a shirt?
no,
Is that where you were going? Oh,
no,
What are you considering?
saving $8,000.
I mean, did you already pull the trigger? Or are we able to undo that?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we can undo it.
Mm.
But I don't really feel like not for this team.
Right.
I think that Ohtani should be the MVP, but Judge is going to win. Judge is going to win MVP.
I love the kitty photo.
So Judge is going to win MVP. I think Ohtani should win MVP because Ohtani hit 2/3 of the home runs that Judge hit, and he also pitched to a sub-3 ERA and struck out a bunch of batters. And he's an all-star at the plate and on the mound. So, yeah. I'm not putting that on the screen. I'm not doing that. So Vicky seems to think the same. Judge deserves MVP votes. I mean, he got it stolen away from him by a cheater. I don't know. 101. And the Mets fans are booing like crazy. I didn't even update any of this stuff. I didn't even update it. The Mets are gonna go down, shut out like a bunch of fucking bitches.
University, supporting the whole youth. Sometimes they go too far. I have, and that's why Taco Bell is hired than making that policy. Go ahead, say sorry. Taco Bell went a bit crazy with his breakfast. It was too much. What you need in the morning is tasty, simple food. Fluffy eggs, cheese, sausage, hash browns, baked bread. That's a breakfast program.
Oh, I'm sure that there are many. There are probably many cursing their asses off. Oh, you're not the only one.
Yeah, I just basically text the organization and just said I need you to cancel that membership for me. Yeah, the boos are loud.
That's what I was commenting on.
The boos are loud.
I was saying Mothman would not be the only one. Same with the next comment. Definitely would not be alone.
Yo, you see, like most of the fans have already left. That place was packed. It is not anymore. This is embarrassing. Yeah, it's just too much budget wise.
You'll see a better pitch game if you're back against the wall on the road than we saw tonight with Joe Musgrove. Throwing the hometown boy on top of it. Wow. Great come through, right?
Nah, the season ended when we lost to the fucking Cubs at home 3 games in a row.
What a special night. So Manny Machado on that big swing, didn't range anything in his back or anywhere, but he's walking around with a chin.
Well, the only thing that I want them to do is to give me my money back for next year.
He's not exactly comfortable right now.
That's all I want.
This isn't a good sign either.
I want my money back from those tickets from next year.
So quick from that ankle injury he had.
Yeah. 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 Not going to work for me. Yo, we've been the punchline of the league for 36 years straight. It's been 36 years straight that we've been a laughingstock. Another 5 months. So what? His knee. It looked like he twisted his knee a little bit. Wow, that was nasty from Trevor May. That was nasty.
All right, fellas, how's your bracket look? So the Astros will deal with the Mariners, the Yankees, and the Guardians. Apparently the Beaches have returned. Sorry, the Braves, the Phillies, the Dodgers get the winner here.
Half of the above average players are already thinking about what teams they're going to be on next year. Like I said, Bassitt has all but said, I don't want to be here in New York. It's too hard.
The other interesting part of this, the Padres with this, the wild card was supposed to reward the team with a better record. There's a really, if you're looking at likely probability about 90.
Damn, they got destroyed by the Dodgers. And that is the end of the New York Mets defense for 2022. They will not throw another pitch. They will not throw. Yep, these guys are ready to move on. I think they're going to go down 1-2-3. I don't even think they're going to put up a fight. I think they're just going to go down 1-2-3 so that they can get out of there as soon as possible. But we're going to ride to the end on this one.
Next on SportsCenter, John Butcherboss and Michael Reeves doing double duty, hosted baseball tonight, and now handles SportsCenter. One of the stars of tonight's game is going to join the show. Maybe Trent Grisham, certainly the starting pitcher who was better than we've seen anybody be in a winner take-all game. Joe Musgrove is on tap. Eduardo previews the division series, which start on Tuesday.
I just can't wait for this to be over.
Like many of the acquisitions, it didn't start very well for Josh Hader, but if he can join the rest of them, if they finish.
I just want this to be over. Josh Hader's a great pitcher. There's an automatic out right here. And then we're going to see Nimmo for his last at-bat as a New York Met. And then we're going to get an at-bat from Marte. So let's see what we got here. Nito, I think, has done pretty much. Yeah, he's done nothing this series. So I'm expecting him. To go have a seat. Nimmo. I think Nimmo is going to try to stay in that at-bat. I think he's going to try to stay in this at-bat. I think he's going to try to relish it as much as he can. You think that Diaz is not going to re-sign? That's interesting. I think Nimmo is probably going to go. Now that I'm thinking about it, deGrom is probably going to go too. But you know who will be here? Nito's going to be here. McCann is going to be here. Everybody that underperformed, they're going to be on this team. Scherzer underperformed. He'll be here. But yeah.
It's been an absolute pleasure working with you gentlemen and everybody involved. And of course, what you said about Sarah, here. What a human being, what a great person.
Mets fans with their rally caps.
We're with you, Sarah.
But they don't have a rally cap face on. they've got no hope in their eyes. The Mets, look at them. Look at their body language. They've already lost.
Yep.
A 100-win team and 3 home games in a wild card series.
Go sit down.
Nito is gone, and it can end that quickly. You throw Joe Musgrove and you Darvish. Simons, this New York Met offense. 2 of the 3 nights.
Yep.
That was his dominant a start.
Yep.
And as Sarah has told us, there will be 127 winner-take-all games. If it ends with just 1 hit being allowed, it will be the fewest hits ever allowed in a winner-take-all game.
This will be the fewest hits in a rubber game in the playoffs allowed in the history of Major League Baseball. The New York Mets have gotten exactly 1 hit in this game. Nah, he had a mental breakdown before he gave up the 2 RBIs. No fight whatsoever. Walk up to the plate, swing at the first pitch, go back to the dugout. Strike out, go back to the dugout.
You're on the Mets side, what a great year all the way around. It's tough.
What a great year. Fuck out of here with that.
You tied the Braves. You lost on the tiebreaker. You cut down your season on 3-game potential series with those 2 great pitchers on your staff.
This is a fucking disgrace.
One thing, they had to beat one of those 2 guys, and they were able to do it in game 1. Beating back Scherzer. And then knowing that you have this man on the mound in
The
game
disappointing
3,
thing for me
one
is that
last 5 starts.
I'm doing a Mets watch party and I'm listening to these guys.
Yeah.
I'd rather listen to the other guys.
and a
the
lot of-
SNY guys.
Yeah, a lot of Mets fans have been complaining about the Fox and the ESPN broadcasts are constantly
I don't like
rooting against the Mets every time they call a game having to do with the Mets. They sound so happy when the Mets are losing the game. There's not nearly that amount of enthusiasm when the Mets are winning the game.
About a Texan and it not being there. They have
2 outs.
a heck of a lot better since that conversation, and now they are 1 out away from a division series.
Machado's still hurting a little bit.
This series for the San Diego Padres.
They put up no fight at all. And I thought that because they scored some runs for deGrom last night, that they had a chance to retain him. He is leaving. He is definitely leaving.
They've made the plays, they have not beat themselves.
Look, they're already celebrating on the field. The Padres haven't even gotten the last out yet, and they've already started celebrating on the field.
A lot of things about what we've seen in just this small sample size for Hader indicate, yep, this is exactly that guy that used to dominate for Milwaukee. Throwing it hard, moving it deep, moving it out.
Down to the final strike of the season. Come on, let's get a breaking ball that misses so he can swing and miss at so we can be done with this.
And then he kept beating the drum.
Come on. Let's end the season right now. Let's go.
7 innings.
You're not gonna get close to $10,000 for season tickets out of me. Nope. Hell no. Hell no.
That finger right now is all I can think of.
And I've been saying this since a week ago. I said this last Sunday night. The Braves wanted to win a division. The Mets did not.
Buster, we're seeing it right next to you right now.
So anyway, I want to thank everybody that came through the stream tonight. I really do appreciate everybody that came through. Padres fans, Mets haters, everybody that came through this stream. I really do appreciate you. Please drop the like button. Follow the Talking Shit podcast, please, on social media accounts. I really do appreciate you guys.
This is
Please.
not the last time we'll be live streaming.
Yeah, we
something.
do a lot of MMA stuff on this channel. We do a lot of MMA stuff on this channel. We might do some hockey stuff.
The MMA is definitely the constant.
Yeah. Almost every UFC event we cover them. So if you have any interest in mixed martial arts at all, definitely check us out for that. For the non-sports related stuff, for a lot of the commentary and the live podcast that we do on this channel, we're releasing videos daily. We're releasing commentary videos daily. Please hit that subscription button for us. We would really appreciate it. We're trying to grow this community here on the Talking Shit podcast. My co-host is probably still driving an Uber somewhere around Boston, stuck in traffic. He was not able to be here tonight, but it really wasn't worth it. Anyway,
Yeah.
He's not even a Mets fan. He's a Boston Red Sox fan. So I really do want to thank everybody, whether you root for the team that we root for, or you're happy that they lost. It's all good. I really do appreciate the support on our platform that you guys have given us just for clicking on it.
Thanks for hanging.
And
We're just happy we're here.
But yeah, and it's finally over. So yeah, I think that's it.
That's
Right?
it. Hopefully
Thank
we
you.
see you guys on
Saturday. Well, I mean,
Saturday.
hopefully we get a live podcast out this week. But way to go, Mets. You got one hit. You got one hit in an elimination game. Good job. Good job.